Hello, babe. I love you so much, and I miss you so much. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I am so grateful and thankful to God that, Carrie, you were born. God knew that you and I would be together even from the foundations of the world, that you and I would be joined together, and that He would work a mighty work in us, and that He's continuing to do a tremendous, mighty work in us as we both become more transformed into the likeness of His Son. I know that through our obedience and through creativity and through our determination and effort that can only come through the strength that Christ gives us in our weakness, we can do what God's called us to do. And let's do it together, sweetheart. Together, we can help change many, many lives. Happy birthday, my dear Rose of Beauty. Happy birthday, my sweet Carrie. And I miss you so much. I want to go ahead on this video to give you the speech to the best of my ability that I did for the John Maxwell team. So may you get a blessing. Of course, you know the story. You know who it's about. But I wanted to share this with you because you are a part of my life. You are a part of our ministry. And I thank you for being a part of that. And thank you, Carol. Give Carol my love for being an extension of help for me and help for you to be an influence to our family. And Carrie, my Rose of Beauty, may we both walk in the freedom that we so long to have. Okay? All right, here's the speech. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for allowing me to share this moment in time with you. I wanted to just briefly take some time to share with you a story of inspiration. A story of a young, enthusiastic man of faith, one who loved people, and his life was just full of this expectation of adventure. He had a spirit within him that just longed to be able to travel the world over and to see with his own eyes the beauty of God's creation, and to experience and just soak in all that God has to offer in life. And as a young man and newly married, he saw daily challenges as opportunities for growth. No matter if it was his personal or his professional or ministerial life, he wanted these challenges to be able to create in him a sense of accomplishment, a sense of purpose. And it took one moment. Just one tragic moment for everything to change. He really didn't recall how he got home from an all-night lock-in that he had at the church with the youth, but he made it home. And he recalled going to his bathroom mirror to shave, to get ready for work, and he noticed he could not even see his face to shave. So he thought to himself, man, I must really be exhausted because I can't even focus and see myself to shave, so I won't even worry about it. So on his way to work, he noticed he couldn't even see the traffic lights. The only way to make it through intersections was to follow the cars in front of him. So if they moved, he moved. If they stopped, he stopped. So he made it to work, got to his desk, placed his head down on his desk, and felt confused and started to feel a little bit of distraught. And this enthusiasm was traded with fear. So he opened his eyes and looked at his clock because he was about to go to a meeting. And he could not see the clock. He immediately called his wife and told her what was going on. And his heart inside declared, what the hell is going on with me? They soon found themselves in a doctor's meeting with an eye doctor, and this eye doctor did all he could to put things in his eyes to get the oxygen going, to help keep things from progressing. And all they found out was this man became blind, centrally blind overnight. And they didn't know why. Several years later, after 28 plus doctors, plus technicians, plus 6 states, that's Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, and Chicago, doctors looked at him. They poked and prodded like he was a guinea pig. In fact, one test that they did, they took his eyelids and they taped them open where you couldn't blink, and they took these electrodes and put this junk on it and just put them on his eyeball, both eyeballs. So here this enthusiastic man of faith, a man who expected his life and with he and his new bride to travel the world over to see God's great creation. No longer did he see the snow-capped mountains. No longer was he going to see the beautiful colors of the Grand Canyon or a rainbow, or be able to see the beauty and the details of a beautiful butterfly. But what he was seeing were people poking and prodding, trying to figure out what was going on. So running test after test, they were looking for answers but couldn't find any. Only confusion. And so they wondered what actually was going on with his eyes. And so this enthusiastic man of faith, who had traded his enthusiasm for fear, was asking, God, why are you allowing this test in my life? If you love me so much, why do we have to go through this? In spite of how he viewed himself, it was merely humanity that was speaking through. But there is strength in humanity. There's a story of this man actually going hunting with a friend. That's right. This blind guy was going hunting. So they were in the hunting lodge. And his friend asked them, so how are you able to go through these challenges each and every day considering your blindness? And so the man told him. And then 2 ladies that were in the lodge that were cooking overheard the story. So they came over and they asked him, how can you help my family member? Both of them had separate family members that were legally blind, and they didn't have help and they needed some training. So this man went to tell them how you could do this and how they could go to the Division for the Blind where they were. And so he provided hope for these folks. And this was only the beginning. The beginning of a transformation in his life. No longer did he look at his blindness as a brokenness to where he could not be used by God, but that God was using him even with his brokenness and his blindness. And it was within this time of transformation that God was teaching this man of faith 4 principles that to this day he uses for his life and he shares with other people. It's L-I-F-E. L-I-F-E, a life transformula. 4 principles that if you could use it today, you would be able to live a life more abundant and be able to overcome your challenges. So the first letter is life. And it means to listen to those who have gone before you and to learn from those who are already successful. Whatever area of discipline it may be, if you want that type of success, you listen to them, you learn from them, and you allow yourself to create the skill sets it will take to actually move you forward in your life. The next is the I, which is identify your why. Identify why you wake up every single morning, why you do the same tasks day in and day out. Why do you even go to work? Why do you make the decisions that you make? And the next letter is F. To find the faith. to form within your life a foundation that is built on a solid rock, not sand. So when the storms come into your life, it won't knock your whole life down. You will still be standing. So, find the faith with the support of family and friends that can help you do what you need to do to find what's necessary to have the life of your dreams. And the last letter is E. To eliminate anything in your life that may keep you from your dreams. To eliminate any negativity, any obstacles that may be in your way that are keeping you stuck in a life that is mediocre, a life that is apathetic, a life that is just happening to suck and drain the spirit from you. Eliminate it from your life. These 4 principles. Listen and learn. Identify your why. Find the faith in the family and friends to help support you with a foundation. And E, eliminate the obstacles in your life. My friend, I am that blind man. I am the man that uses this cane to eliminate things that are in front of me, the obstacles that I cannot see but are keeping me from moving forward on a straight path. So my challenge for you today is to use the 4 principles as a transformula for your own life. If you want abundant life and you want to be able to add value to yourself and to others, then use these 4 principles. Because I am a man who's been there, who's experienced what it means to have loss, but also what it means to have joy and what it means to have peace and what it means to have love. My true vision doesn't come from my physical eyes, my friend. It comes from my heart. And my true vision is guided by a Lord who cares for me and is using me even in the midst of my brokenness and my blindness. So my purpose every single morning is to exist to inspire your abundant awareness, so you may experience true freedom and a life transformed. And when I die, the Lord doesn't come back to get me first. My tombstone will read, He lived to inspire people to live by faith and to dream beyond their own potential so that they could experience the impossible. Are you ready to experience the impossible? Use these 4 principles and your life will never be the same. Thank you for this time. My friend, may you walk in freedom.